welcome to Steve Taylor's High School Stars of the Week. I'm Nick Marconi, here with Tom Cole, Terry Crosby, and Steve Taylor. And we got a great show today. We've got two teams we're going to focus on. We got a volleyball team out of Perrysburg, and we got Central Catholic's football team. Guys, take it away.
I love it. Do we ever not have a great show? Especially with Nick, he hypes us up. It's always great. Hey, we got a great show for you today. One of these days he's going to come out and say, hey, you know what? Today's an okay show.
It's a real sad show today.
It's the end of fall sports. It's a sad show.
Boss, when you're not here, I mean, the real story is, when you're not here, Marconi gets into the, hey, let's take it over. Let's make it our show. Hey, let's take it away from Steve. You know, all that. Then when you're here, it's, oh, hey, Mr. Taylor, I'm so glad to be here with you.
Do you remember Leave It to Beaver?
Yeah, Eddie Haskell. He's Eddie Haskell. That's absolutely
Hello,
right.
Mrs. Cleaver.
Yeah. It's going to be our show.
Well, we tried to do the intro last week, but we failed miserably.
It's always great, and we're glad to be here. And like Nick said, we do have a fantastic volleyball team out of Perrysburg High School. The girls basketball team, I think they lost in the state semis.
Yes.
But man, our volleyball programs at all these schools in Northwest Ohio, it's unbelievable. A lot of local talent, a lot of girls making the transition to college, getting all these scholarships going to D1, D2, D3. But I know they've got some standout stellar players over there, and what a run.
Yeah, it's so interesting, Steve. I think part of it is the camps and all the training that the young student athletes get in volleyball. The ladies are so much more athletic than it was 15 years ago. You go to a ladies volleyball game today and you want to see athleticism. My gosh, I mean, Crosby couldn't even make the team. I mean, they're athletic and they train and they practice. And in Perrysburg, you want to talk about an athletic center, student athletic center in Perrysburg in every sport, just about 21-7 in the semifinals of the state. And I can only speak from this. We were in the state semis once when I was at St. John's coaching, quarterfinals, I think it was in the state. But it's something you never forget. I'm telling you, I can see that game etched, indelibly. It's a memory those kids will carry forever. So kudos to them. Congratulations. Great job.
And the culture of Perrysburg sports, it just keeps getting better and better each year, you know what I mean? And they really have nothing to be ashamed of when you go to the semifinals in the States.
No.
Whether you win or lose,
For sure.
it really doesn't matter. You got there. So congratulations. Wonderful.
Big time. Congratulations. It's great to see, right here in our backyard in a school that we're obviously supporting. And
Absolutely.
Our neighbors, they continue to surprise and impress us. So good stuff. And, what a great season. Now we're moving over to Central Catholic, where they are still going strong. I believe they're playing Avon on Friday night. And, man, every year, right? I think every year we're talking about Central this time of year. It gets into November, and we're talking about playoff runs. And who's surprised, right? I mean, they just got a great program over there, great student athletes. And, man, the coaching staff, they've done it again.
Well, boss, if it's headed to Thanksgiving and it's turkey and Central's playing football and everybody else has put the gear away. I mean, you really gotta take your hat off to them. It's so hard to do, year after year after year. Everybody can have the good year or maybe 2 good years and then it down cycles and you wait a while and you start every year. I mean, it's the same thing. 12-1, Avon's 12-1. It's going to be a great game. I think the 4 times they've met, Avon's won 3. Okay. So Central, they really want to get this one. Coach Dempsey, you mentioned boss so very well. If he isn't the best high school coach that's ever lived in Toledo, I don't know who is. His record says that. Who's the guy that says our record is what it is? Well, his record is what it is. I think he's the best that's ever done it.
Oh, indeed. And I think Central faced Avon last year, didn't they?
Yeah.
At the same time
I think you're right.
And I think Avon beat them.
Yeah, they beat them 3 out of 4.
Yes, if I'm not mistaken. So I know that Central Catholic, with the attitudes of the athletes, I know they're going to be really fired up. You know what I mean?
Ready.
They get a second chance to redeem themselves. And so it's going to be a very, very good game. Yes.
It'll be a dogfight, no kidding. Yeah, I mean, you get into this, this time of year, 2 great teams, and we're hoping that Northwest Ohio can get a big victory.
Yes,
so congratulations to Central Catholic, their entire school, the players, the coaches, and, obviously the fans got to make it happen. So
that's absolutely
right. A big part of the game. We're going to be rooting for you, so can't wait to see what happens, and we're moving into the next season too, right? We got winter sports coming up.
Already ready to go.
Yeah,
all set.
Basketball is going to town. You got swimming and diving. I mean, all sorts of fun stuff. Wrestling. And we know we like talking about wrestlers because all three of us, we're not doing any of that, right?
10 more pounds, and I get the heavyweight division knocked down, so I'm good to go.
I didn't get that super heavy.
It would be
Oh,
super heavy. Yeah.
All right, everybody, thanks for tuning in. Have fun. As always, big shout out to Marco's Pizza. Hey, I wasn't here last week, but are you doing trivia?
I did it last week, and I took a week off this week. No trivia.
No trivia. Nobody. You got to make sure that you guys give us some ideas too. Did anybody ever get the one though about?
You know, one of the reasons I'm taking a week off is I'm chastising myself because, you know, you're so much smarter than I am. When I asked that trivia question, and you go, you know, I think that's wrong. You know, but you were kind enough to just let it go off air. And I went back and looked it up. The trivia question was right, but in the wrong time period. So you were right. I asked 16 quarterbacks from 1987, and I should have said to like 1990. I played in the NFL, and only one has won a playoff game, Heisman Trophy winners. But it was a time period, right? So you knew that it was wrong. But
I did not know. I just.
Oh no,
you
said.
I was shocked.
No, you said.
Hey, this is live. You know,
Yeah.
I'm sorry if I hurt your feelings.
No.
No more trivia. I guess.
I cried when I got home, and I cried it out.
couldn't
and
believe
I
it.
feel a lot better about myself and
good.
the whole situation.
So we'll come back strong maybe after. I think we'll be off next week.
We're off
before
next week.
Thanksgiving. We'll come back.
China says, I don't want to see you guys. Let's just call it a day.
We'll think of some new.
And then new trivia when we come back.
But Tom, you got to continue your trivias, man.
All right, well, we'll do it when we
They're
come back,
wonderful,
you know.
man.
Steve
I
broke me
really
down.
like
I cried. I'm over it, and we'll be back on the trivia wagon, you know, soon.
Awesome. I like it. Thanks everybody. Have a good one. Take care.